I feel like I deserve a PhD, a doctorate in analysis of toxic people. The amount of toxic people I've had to deal with in my life that emotionally and physically abuse me is actually astonishing. I just literally recently cut out everyone out of my life. This includes family members, this includes my ex-boyfriend, who I still used to see because I felt bad for him. And I just realized that these people have been emotionally abusing me. So because I had an abusive childhood, it's very hard for me to comprehend when someone is emotionally abusing me. So for me, it's almost like you have to actually physically hit me in order for me to understand that what you're doing is wrong. But I just had to take a step back and I had to look at all the actions of the people around me to formulate and to really think like, wait a minute, you're not treating me well, or what I'm giving you and what I'm receiving is not equal. Hi guys, my name is Liz and welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's get into it. One of the first signs of a toxic person is you will never feel like you know this person. So I had this with people in my life. I would constantly be very honest about my experiences. I would share everything about myself personally, but I had noticed that these people don't really share anything about themselves and they just always hold back or they just let me talk, you know? And it's not that I want to talk, even if I'm like, oh, tell me about you, say something. They wouldn't, or it would be very minimal information, and if it was never about them. The reason why these people never really reveal anything about themselves is, first of all, they have major trust issues because these people are not to be trusted themselves. And second of all, they don't want you to catch on to them. They don't want you to catch on to their manipulation or their lies or whatever they're doing that's deceitful. So how do they do that? By minimizing their talking. If you really start to listen to these people, or if you really start to ask the questions, you will start to notice a lot of inconsistencies in their stories. You will start to notice that, hey, wait a minute, like, you're lying. Or, hey, wait a minute, this is how you really feel about me. Because when they do speak, they will reveal themselves. And this is why they're holding back on revealing anything. Another thing is everything is about them, okay? For example, with my ex, the biggest issue in our relationship was the fact that he wanted to always isolate me, okay? So whenever I would go out with a friend or I would make a friend and I would go out to a restaurant, I would get maybe 15 calls, 20 messages about how I could do this to him. How I could go out to a restaurant and enjoy my life because somehow that was not nice to him. Where does this come from? So he had a very low sense of self-worth, okay? And he thought, okay, she looks good. She's an attractive woman. If she goes out, she might find someone else or someone else might actually like her. So because of that fear in him, he wouldn't like when I go out. He wouldn't like that I'm even out with friends or whatever, because in his head, it was immediately like, she's gonna leave me, okay? But anything I did, whether it was go out, let's say to play tennis with my friends, whether it's go out to do this, no. How could I do that to him? Whilst he's sitting at home with my cats and he's such a good guy, I am literally hurting him so much by leaving my house. This is very emotionally abusive because after a while, I started getting tired of arguing with him about this and I just started listening to him. So I started stop seeing friends. I literally had no friends anymore and I just hanged out with him all day, every single time. But what ended up happening is I became so depressed because why am I isolating with you? Do I literally have anxiety now when I talk to other people? Like my self-confidence became so low because I was just not allowed to be around other people. This is a thing that I've noticed with everyone around me, family, everyone. They always try to isolate me. Why is this? Because you can control an isolated person. You can control someone that is on their own. When they are not communicating with other people or whatever, then they have all the power over you because this is the only person you constantly see. Another sign is they care more about how they look to others than how they really are. So this is the telltale sign of a toxic person, okay? They just care about how other people view them because they want to look good in front of others. They want to be admired, they want to be seen as powerful and whatever, but behind closed doors, these people will be one of the worst people you ever encounter. So whenever you are dealing with such person, for example, me with like my ex, let's say, or like my family members, whenever they did something to me and I would go tell my friends like, hey, I'm dealing with this, whatever, they would get angry at me that I told my friends. Because this, in their head, I am damaging their reputation with my friends. But they're not looking at the fact that they're abusing me and I need someone to talk to. No, for them, like I said, everything is about them. It's an attack towards them. The fact that I'm ranting about my abuse is you attacking their reputation and not you shouldn't be abusing me. And the same way, if you go talk to other people or if you go vent about your abuse, obviously other people will put sense in your brain. And this is what a toxic person doesn't want. They don't want you to talk to your friends or anyone else or tell them this because then they cannot manipulate you. Because another person who is looking into your situation will tell you this is not normal. They will tell me, hey Liz, you're getting emotionally abused. And when you realize that, you might leave the toxic person. So they don't want that. What they want is to only have you and control you and your mind. Another sign of a toxic person is you do not like who you become around them. This can even be energetically. You feel so bad. You feel drained around this person. You will even start to become uglier. I'm telling you this. If you are dating the wrong person, this can actually affect your physical appearance. This is very logical and also very spiritual. The logical version is your cortisol goes up. When your stress level are higher, you don't sleep well, you will get acne, you will probably be more bloated, puffy, your hair will start to fall out, and that's why you look worse. And then energetically and spiritually speaking, they are sucking out your light. They are sucking out any energy and any life force that is left in you. These people are energy vampires. These people have such low self-worth that they cannot connect to their own light. So they need to steal it from other people. They need you to feel something. They need you to feel some sense of self-worth. So this whole time you are losing your confidence. Meanwhile, this person starts to feel better about themselves. A lot of you people think that like, oh, the partner you're with suddenly becomes so successful. Suddenly all his dreams start coming true. But you feel like you're losing your mind. They're stealing your life. Also, these kind of people will bring out the worst in you, okay? They will trigger you so much that you literally don't recognize yourself anymore. I had this with like a person that I knew. Constantly when this person was around me, they could trigger me on such level that I become a bitter, angry version of myself that I don't like. I've worked so hard to get out of my toxic household, to get away from the drama, to get away from all this fighting and to calm myself down, give myself some sense of peace, to only be thrown back into it? No. When you come home, there shouldn't be someone there that's stressing you out. When you have friends, they shouldn't be stressing you out. We are stressed out every single day in our lives. These people that we love should be an escape from that. These people that we love should bring us happiness and calmness. If they're not contributing to that, why are they in our lives? Another sign is these people have constant drama in their life. So I had this person in my life that I've known for years, okay? And they are always in a toxic relationship, always. And it's like, it's not like one time, it's like always, okay? And this person is truly addicted to toxic relationships. Whenever they find another person that they can be in a toxic relationship with, they completely dismiss of me. So they will not talk to me anymore, and even the partner that they're with will hate me for no reason. But this person obviously talks bad about me to them, so that's why they hate me. So whenever this person is in a toxic relationship, the reason why this affects me is because if I care about someone, I care about this person deeply. So if I see you getting abused, physically or hurt or emotionally abused, I will feel the same pain that my friend feels. I cannot put like a boundary in that because I love very deeply, okay? Now, every single time this person comes to me crying, abuse, all these things, I help them, I fight for them, I get them back, I argue with the other people, everything. This is drama in my life. And I don't mind. I don't mind one time, I don't mind 2 times, I don't mind 3 times, but damn, like 4 times, leave me alone. At this point, just leave me alone. I don't want to be involved, and I don't want you in my life because your drama translates into my life. Sometimes you have to let these people figure it out on their own. I saw a quote that said like, when you are trying to help someone, make sure that you are not coming in between their karmic lessons. I truly believe that this person in my life has a lot of karmic lessons that they need to learn. But because I constantly come in between it and try to save this person, I take over the karma that this person was meant to have. Because this person is never learning their lesson. This person knows no matter how many toxic relationships I keep going into, Liz will always save me. So I always have a backup plan. But if you just go back and say like, you know what, be in your drama, have your fights on your own, you will see that this person will actually start to change. People need to learn their lessons on their own. And my lesson here is that I am not meant to save these people. I can barely save myself. Day in, day out, I have to think about myself. Why am I taking on all these other people's problems as well? It's not mine to carry, and neither is it yours. Another thing is they will only apologize with words. So they will constantly tell you, oh, I'm so sorry, I will never do it again. Yet their actions will show that they will do it again, okay? This is just plain manipulation. Manipulation. I am so firm on this. I will never ever in my life believe anyone on their words again. Truly. I've never in my life ever gotten a good outcome from believing someone on their words. You always have to look at their actions. They can tell you they love you. They can tell you're the best thing on earth. But if their actions do not match their words, they're lying to you. Plain and simple, okay? A lot of you guys are out here, oh, I wonder if he loves me. If he loved you or if she loved you, you would know. You wouldn't have to question that. Words mean nothing if the action is not backing it up. Stop making excuses for people. Stop thinking in your head like, oh no, maybe this happened. Oh no, maybe this was different. How are you when you love someone? How are you when you care about someone? Really think about this. How am I? I will not even speak. I will show you. You will never have to question whether I love you or not, because all of my actions will show. If you are like this as well, then why do you even consider people's words but not their actions? Another sign of a toxic person is they are very dismissive of your feelings. So whenever I would bring something up that someone had done to me, like for example to my family or whatever, and I would say that, hey, listen, like I don't like that they did this or whatever. They said, oh, let's get over it. Oh, listen, it doesn't matter, whatever. Oh, you'll figure it out. And I get why they say that, because I'm always the strong person. I'm always the person that has always figured it out. But that doesn't mean that I don't have feelings. That doesn't mean that when someone does something to me, that doesn't hurt me. Of course it does. Just because I built this strong adult, I'm still hurt by things. I'm still a human being. I have feelings. But somehow, just because you are so good at always keeping it together for yourself and for other people, people start to think that you're like a robot, and I'm not. But whenever I bring it up, it's like, oh, whatever. And it's like, no, it's not whatever. Because if I did the same thing that you did to me, to you, this conversation wouldn't even happen and no one would ever talk to me. If I had done like 1% back of what these people did to me, they would have cut me off years ago. Always when I talk to these people, they would bring up to me like, oh yeah, but Liz, you're just holding on to resentment of things that I did years ago, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I'm not holding on to resentment. I just saw who you were. And right now, this situation is repeating itself. So you're just confirming when years ago, I already saw who you were. And I didn't want to believe it. So it's not resentment, it's a confirmation. Another thing is they will not reciprocate effort. So for example, with me, right? With this person that I had in my life, I would, like for example, for their birthday, I would think 2 months ahead of what to buy them for their birthday. Because my love language is gift giving. I don't care about the amount of money, all these things. I just care about making people happy, okay? And for me, I make people happy through buying them things or giving them money. So I was thinking 2 months ahead of, okay, what should I buy this person? Okay, what do I do? Okay, I fly them out here, I do this, blah, blah, and I had figured it all out. And then I ended up buying them like a very, very expensive bag and then whatever, okay? And then I bought them so many more gifts, everything. And then guess what? For my birthday, this person was on a date with a toxic person again. And then last minute, they come to my house and they had bought me a $10 cake from the gas station. And I was like, here, Liz, here's your gift. I was like, okay, this is actually terrible. This is how this person felt about me, and I refuse to believe it. You could have gotten me like anything that you made yourself and put some effort in. You could have gotten me like flowers, maybe like $30 flowers. I don't know, like something, you know. This is a person that I've spent so much money on, that I've bought so many gifts for, and this is what they gave me. It's the lack of effort, guys. Believe people when they show you how they feel about you, because this is how the person felt about me. This $10 cake from the gas station was a representative of how this person felt about me. They didn't have any respect for me. They didn't have any love for me, and I refuse to believe it. Another telltale sign is they have no loyalty towards you. If you have friends, if you have a relationship where, for example, your partner is cheating on you, toxic person, this person does not love you or respect you. I don't care. You guys can go argue with a wall. If you have an agreement with your partner about, we are in a relationship and the only thing I want from you is that we are in an exclusive relationship, and they break that trust, the person doesn't love you. And it's okay to admit yourself, they don't respect or love me first. If a friend is very quick to drop you for another friend, or whenever they find another friend, they don't value you and they don't love you. The person that I had in my life, they would always dismiss me for any toxic relationship they would find. So if whether it was a stranger that they just met, if they were in this toxic relationship, it was like, okay, bye Liz, I don't need you anymore. I go off with this person. They don't respect me, they don't love me. I was not willing to admit this to myself until I had to come to a point where I was like, my loyalty runs so deep for the people that I love, and it's just not reciprocated. I need to go out and find people that are as loyal to me as me, because I deserve that. If I was a person that had no loyalty towards people, or if I don't care about them either, then that's fair. That's fair if I get the same treatment. But it's not fair when I'm not like that. It's not fair when I will stick by your side no matter what, but you won't do the same for me. Then this is not an equal relationship. Another thing is, the toxic person will always play the victim. So they will always make it seem out to be to other people that you guys know that you were the bad guy and that you treated them badly. They will even make up stories that are completely false, okay? This person has done this to me, and every time I hear the story, I'm like shocked. I'm like, no way, they said this. This is not true. Why do they do this? Like I said, they only care about their image. So in front of other people, they want to make you seem crazy, and they want to make you seem like the bad guy so they don't have to face themselves. These people don't want to look in the mirror. And you will also notice with toxic people, they're never comfortable with being alone. They always look for another victim. If you have a toxic ex or a toxic relationship, they will always look for someone else to be with. And if you wonder why, this is simply because these people cannot sit with themselves. These people genuinely have low self-worth and hate themselves. They cannot stand to be alone by themselves, because then they will be consumed by their own self-hatred. So instead of dealing with that, they search for other victims to project that self-hatred onto them, and to make them feel less so they can feel any better about themselves. The whole thing they want is that you feel as miserable as they are. The thing is, these people have no ambition. If you have someone around you that has no ambition or no goals in life, you will literally become so drained by trying to drag this person along. I do this with almost everyone in my life. I'm constantly trying to save people that don't want to be saved. I'm constantly trying to help them up in their career. Do this, do that, come on, like, okay, you want to lose weight? Let me help you lose weight. Oh, you want to, let me help you. And it's like, Liz, you're so busy helping other people, meanwhile, I'm neglecting myself. When I have someone in my life, I try to build them up so high and I push myself to the background. And it's like, I don't think I'm doing these people any good or I'm helping them in any way by trying to help them, because they never learn. If I'm constantly doing everything for everyone and they don't even have to think for themselves, how do these people ever grow? How will they ever grow? If I'm anyways there to always save them, they'll never learn anything. They'll never have to do anything by themselves. And it's like, I don't need to carry all that weight. Why am I creating more issues for myself? I'm trying to drag people along with me that maybe I should let go. I should let go of the rope. And it's like, whatever. And once you let go of that rope, you will see how faster you can get to your goal. Because these people are like an anchor that are holding you down. Another thing you will notice is that these toxic people will want you to play and stay small. So I am growing constantly. I've never stopped growing in my life. I'm constantly evolving, okay? This becomes very uncomfortable for the people around me that aren't growing. Because first of all, I'm showing them by leading by example, and I'm showing them that they can do the same. Now, you have to imagine, if a toxic person has low self-worth, they don't think as me, as inspiration. They think of me as, oh, why is she getting that? I should be in her position. But it's like, no, you shouldn't, because you're not doing anything to be in my position. You're not trying anything. Wait, if you're in a relationship, for example, and you're trying to look better, you're trying to work on your health, whatever, like very toxic partner will say like, oh, stop doing that, stop trying to look good, who are you trying to look good for, all these things, because they want to keep you small. They don't want you to feel your best, to look your best. They want you to be miserable. If you have friends, for example, and they're like, and you're growing and you're doing your thing, and if they get uncomfortable and they're like, oh, you're not that great, oh, just calm down, you should humble yourself, whatever. If they say these things, then also, again, those are not your friends. Those are people that want to bring you back down, because you are triggering these people. You cannot be around people that you trigger. These people will never, ever like you. You're a confrontation for them. You are literally like a mirror for them, and you're showing them, hey, you can do it too. But what they think in their head is that you think you're better than them, because they have low self-worth. And I also feel like these people always think that you're better than them because they think you are better than them. It's not because you think it, they think it. And another thing is, you are never appreciated. So whatever you do for your partner, whatever you do for your family, whatever you do for your friends, you will never feel like these people appreciate you or love you. No matter what I do for these people, it's never good enough. And it's like, it's almost like they don't want it from you. So no matter what you do, whether you do something bigger, whether you keep doing it, they don't want it from you. They don't want that good thing from you. In their head, they want to see you as the villain, okay? So you doing good things for them, or you trying to help them, doesn't match with the version that they created of you in their head. So they basically want to see you as the villain. So if you do bad things, then that is like, oh, okay, good. See, Liz is bad. Liz is a bad person. I knew it. I knew it. That's good for them. But if you are doing good things, if you're trying to help these people, then you are showing them that what they're thinking isn't right. And that's not what they want to think. Your partner doesn't want that good thing from you because they don't want you. They want to see you as the bad guy. Your family member doesn't want that from you because you are the black sheep. You are the person they want to blame everything on. If they cannot blame it on you, and if they cannot make you the scapegoat, then who do they look at? They will have to look at themselves. And this is the one thing that all of these toxic people have been avoiding. I've just come to a point where I truly wish and I want to forgive these people. Why? Because I love them. And they have been comfortable for me, even though they're emotionally abusive, they've been comfortable for me. And these are people that I've known, whatever. But it's almost like, at this point, forgiving you means betraying myself. And I just cannot afford to do that. I'm the only person I have. Time and time again, God has shown me that He brings me back to myself. Removes every single person out of my life and shows me, Liz, the only one you have is you. So no matter what I do, no matter how many times I'm going to try to forgive these people, God will anyways remove them out of my life. This is almost like a battle I cannot win. I cannot tell you guys how many times I've forgiven these people because I love them. And I'm again sitting here on my own with the same thing happening over and over again. And it's like, either you're gonna learn, Liz, and you're gonna literally stop repeating this pattern, or you're gonna be stuck for the rest of your life in the same repeating patterns with people that you're settling for. I did not come this far in my life to just be here. This is not good enough. This is not even the bare minimum. I deserve this. I deserve like such high things because of all the things I went through. This treatment is not what I deserve. I have not treated people like this. I deserve people that treat me the same way as I treat them. I deserve people that love me the same way as I love them. And it's like, if I want it, I can have it. But what do I have to do now? I have to change my patterns. People will love you. People will appreciate you. You have not met all the people that are gonna love you. You have not met all the people that will appreciate you for who you are. You have a beautiful soul. You have a beautiful heart, and you deserve people that meet you in the same way. You deserve people that pour into you in the same way. It's not always you that has to give with not receiving anything back, because that's not fair. That's not how the universe works. That's not how the world works. Everything is a give and take. It's yin and yang. Stop giving more than you're receiving. And you have to be strong right now. I know that you miss that person. I know that you want to reach out so badly. But honey, I'm telling you, you reaching out this time, you texting this person, is you betraying yourself. They are not more worthy than you. They are not higher than you. What you are telling yourself is that it's okay for them to treat you like this, and it's just not. You know, one day I'm gonna become a mother. I'm gonna create a beautiful family for myself, and I don't want my children to have a father figure that wasn't consistent or that wasn't good to me. I saw that growing up, and that completely destroyed me. I want to create a family where love is something that they know. Where they know that, oh, my parents love each other, my parents love us. I don't want them to go through the same struggles as me, so I need to do things differently. If the person that you're dating, if the person that you have around you, you don't think that they would be a good father or a good husband, why are you there? Anyways, guys, I hope this helped some of you, and I hope you guys learned something. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. I love you guys so much, and I truly mean this, because when I say that I don't have anyone, the people that I always come to is you guys, because I just feel like I feel hurt, I feel seen, and I know that whatever I'm putting out there, you guys probably feel the same way as me, or you guys can relate in some way, because I truly believe I attract people that are my tribe. So thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for supporting me. And thank you for literally like saving my life.